Amy.
Hey, Jack.
I'm gay.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm also gay. I was going to tell you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And you're listening to Dating Straight. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Darcy.
Hey guys.
What's up, girl? How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
It's always an interesting question.
I know. I don't know.
How are
Weird time.
what is, I think is a better question. You know, like what is life?
What?
What?
Oh.
What is
Anyway.
Does
life?
anyone else feel that?
What is
Yes.
this?
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Before we begin, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, rate 5 stars on the podcast app, and check out our Patreon. We're still doing extra episodes and live streams and newsletters every month, so treat yourself to more of us.
And today we have special guest Miss Darcei.
Hello.
Darcei, for those who don't know you, who are you?
So I guess you could say I'm a beauty guru, but
a big deal.
I'm a beauty guru who has no idea what she's doing. Let's just say
Okay.
that.
Fun beauty
basically,
guru.
yeah. So basically, I do all the typical beauty guru stuff. I do reviews and hauls, and I really like to follow like other people's makeup tutorials. That's like kind of my thing. But my little twist to it is that I do a lot of Korean based stuff. So it's kind of like if you could think of who my fans are, they would be like K-pop fans who like makeup.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
The only beauty guru with no drama.
that
that's
is
tea.
true.
Yeah.
That
I
much
just
is
mind
true.
my own business.
Wow. Jack, maybe
What a
we should try
concept.
that.
We could
Yeah.
all learn a little bit more from Darcy, I think.
Damn.
Well, welcome, Queen of Beauty. We are ugly, and I hope by the end of this that we can learn even more from you in
Yeah.
many regards. But, okay, so let's do a little chit-chat before we dive into sort of like the, I don't know, dating, and as we spoke about, we're going to talk a little bit more about K-pop. Before we do that, let's talk a little bit just about like COVID and world affairs and yeah. So, Amy, you want to take it away?
Yes. Okay, so a thing that, I mean, I did know this already, but I had faith that it would change. But like Mayor Garcetti, the mayor of LA, this is a tweet from Devin Bostick. So tomorrow, as we're recording this, it's the 30th of June. Tomorrow, Mayor Garcetti betrays the people of LA and gives 50+% of the entire budget to cops. So like we need to, reach out to Garcetti. When they released the budget, they took it was 5% away from cops, which is like obviously not defunding the police or anything. But it was $150 million, which is a good start. But the people obviously want more taken away from police budget because that budget is like, what, 6 million? No.
Billion.
6 billion.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Yeah, at least in New York, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, what's 150%? I mean, 150 million, 5%.
Oh
I
no,
can't do that
math. No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be 3 billion. That's math.
Maybe. I think an important distinction too is that while we should hold Garcetti accountable, also voting in November I don't know if the city council elections are in November, but voting for city councilmen is super important because they are the ones who are in charge of budget. So I just want to keep drilling in. Local elections matter, big time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess one thing that I wanted to say also sort of relating to this was about the NYPD. NYPD budget is being approved today as we speak. And it's kind of a point of controversy, I guess, because they have released that they're going to do $1 billion in budget cuts, which, you know, is a lot of money.
Better than here.
But then a lot of like critics are saying that it's still not enough because they're still employing over 1,000 new officers and keeping police in schools and having police do homeless outreach instead of like social workers. And so, yeah, there are definitely some critiques. But I just thought that would be interesting to bring up.
I don't understand how they're hiring like 1,000 new policemen if they're cutting the budget by a sixth. Like, what are they cutting then?
I don't know. I don't really know. I think a lot of it is they're cutting is I read, I'm not sure if this is true honestly, but I think when people get like sued or they're taking it out of like the general budget, like the general budget, not for the actual force budget or something like that. I honestly I have no source on that, but I saw a tweet. I know that's like so our generation of like news. So don't take me for, you know, serious, but do your own research. But I just wanted to bring that up. And then lastly, for our organization to highlight today, we want to talk about the movement for Black Lives. Go to policy.m4bl.org. And yeah, it's a response to sustained and increasing violence against Black communities in the U.S. and globally. And it's a collective of more than 50 organizations representing thousands of Black people across the country. So yeah, check that out and see if you want to donate. Cool.
Okay, so let's get into a little, because we had Amelia Fott and we actually had Elle, who they're both from Canada, and you're also from Canada.
Yeah.
Because LA right now is, I don't know if it's LA or California, but one of those two things are the epicenter of coronavirus right now, which kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. The beaches are like all closing this weekend in LA County. So what's it like in Canada? Are you free?
Not totally. So right now we're in phase 2. So basically, like a lot of things are opening again, but really you can't do anything where they touch your face. So
Sure.
So like, for example, you can't get a facial or get your eyebrows waxed or like things like that, right?
Got it.
And like, those are the things that I need, right? But a lot of things are opening back up again, which is cool. But I don't know if that's going to be detrimental or not. We're still not allowed to like have like really big groups of people. So for example, tomorrow is Canada Day. So so normally me and my friends would go see fireworks and there'd be like all sorts of events, but obviously all of that is canceled. So we still don't have stuff like that. But like slowly things are opening up again, and then I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Have you been like testing the limits? Have you been going to restaurants that are open, or are you still pretty much like on isolation?
No, I haven't done anything really. I'm just like in my house.
Good. Good. No, like
that is
do not
good.
be embarrassed. I am the same way. Like, I think it's really important that we be diligent and strict right now with ourselves because we've seen what's happened in LA and California, like, and all over the US. Like when things just open up again, like, scurry.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is pretty bad. Oh, so I like to go on a hike pretty much every day, not to flex, but to flex.
Same.
Hey, sporty.
And like at the beginning of the hike, there's a huge sign that says no mask, no hike. Like in California, you have to wear a mask everywhere anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you're outside, like it doesn't matter. And like literally 50% of the people on this hike don't wear masks. And I realized I was so upset like by the end of the hike, and I realized why I was so upset. It's because I was like offended. Like they were hurting my feelings that I'm wearing my mask to protect you. Like, please wear your mask to protect me. Like, it just feels so selfish and mean. Like, why are you doing this?
I just I walk around my neighborhood every day. Every morning I get up and like there's like a trail like right behind my house. So I like go walk across the entire trail, and almost no one's wearing a mask.
Wow.
Almost nobody. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But in Canada, we do have to remember that it's like already on the decline, I'm sure. Like we're still increasing numbers of cases, and you know. So I walked by a man. I like had just entered the hike, so I was like really hopeful that everyone was wearing a mask. I was like 5 steps in, literally, and there was this like 50-year-old man, no mask, like not even one like pulled under his chin or whatever. And so I looked at him, like I like furrowed my brow, and
Shady queen.
I mean, yeah, and then he like looked at me the same way, like, what is wrong with you, random? And then I pointed at my mask, and I must have said like too quietly, I said like, wear a mask or something. And he thought that I said like, I have on a mask, and he's like, yeah, I can see it. And then I like turned around and I said, no, you get a mask. I was like, oh my God, I guess I'm like really angry about that.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let it out. You just gotta tell it.
I know. And then I'm like so curious to see if I'll see him there again, and if he'll have a mask or if he won't have a mask. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think you really changed his mind.
Well, I mean, if I were him and like someone yelled at me to wear a mask, like I would bring a mask the next time because I'd be afraid.
That's true.
But I feel really like inclined to make more signs being like, please wear your mask. Like, I wear mine for you. Please wear yours for me.
Maybe you
Something
should
like,
wear like a hat or a pin. Maybe you should wear a mask that says wear a mask.
Wear a mask. That's actually a really good idea. I wonder if they have masks like that.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I would not be surprised.
Can you remind me, both of you, to Google that after this?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I guess in my life personally, I've been like, I don't know if you guys have been like with your alone time, if you've been going on like a self-discovery like journey, like if you're sitting there marinating like at home just like with your thoughts. Anyone else? Anyone?
Yeah.
That's me when I'm on the walk. That's
okay.
Like my time.
Yeah.
That's my time to like myself, to like clear my head.
Yeah, it's like meditational. I've been like journaling a lot about like my future and like why I'm so afraid of it, and like I feel like I always, no, it's not bad, I'm like glad that I'm reaching these, you know, these new intellectual heights. But interestingly enough, so I've like decided to go ahead with my YouTube breakdown video where I like which, you know, I think we've been seeing a lot
obligatory. Yeah.
And I'm about to post my breakdown like this week, just about like my fear of future and like all this stuff. And it's really dramatic and it's really like over the top, and I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Do you shed a tear in it? Is it a breakdown or a breakthrough?
It's ooh. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
like
definitely a breakthrough. And yeah, I just wanted to like share more of my true thoughts and whatever. So I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys ever had a like breakthrough video?
A video.
Or a moment, or just a moment.
I mean, I have them all the time, but I don't record it.
Because you're healthy.
Seems really healthy, yeah. I don't think that I've made like a breakdown video either, Jack. Maybe. No, I don't think so. The only thing that I can think of which would like kind of resemble like talking about my feelings at all, would be I just did like a Q&A at the beginning of quarantine, even being like, I felt really shitty about myself, but I'm getting better.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in the like peak of breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I also
Because that's when I lay down. Sorry.
I made a video that was kind of like that, where it was like I had a mental breakdown, so I decided to straighten my hair. So like my hair's like super curly, and I just showed like the process of me straightening my hair because like I need a change. I need to change something, right?
Yeah.
And that was basically it. That was the closest I've ever come to it. But I didn't really talk about my feelings though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always an indicator, though. Like, you don't even have to talk about your feelings to, like if you change something, like, for instance, look at me mid-breakdown with I've been going with the bandana in hair. Like,
I've noticed.
That's the new breakthrough, breakdown, I don't know, visualization tactic, just so I can let everyone know that I'm, like, you
different.
know. Yeah, that I'm different than I was, like, 4 days ago.
Not like the other boys.
No, exactly.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
And
Survivor.
you know what it reminds me of? Well, yeah, that too. But also NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, and like
Oh,
his
yeah.
days. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Darcy, you are a beauty person, so how do I style this? Because I know, like, what I'm really trying to do is just contain my hair. Because if I take it off, right? Holy shit.
Ooh, rugged.
No,
Yeah,
not
like
rugged.
redhead.
Just like
Yes.
craziness. But I can't decide, like, if I, like, go more like Rosie the Riveter, you know, like.
Ooh.
That's
that's
kinda
sweet.
cute.
Oh wait, nobody
Yeah.
can see me. I forgot this is a podcast.
This is a podcast. Just
But
he looks cute. Playing with bandana, looking
look,
cute.
I look like Rosie the Riveter. It's very cute. Okay. Anyway.
Are you getting a haircut at some point, or are we
No,
growing it
I'm
out
not
long?
risking it.
Oh, right.
It's coronavirus.
Sorry. That's true. That's true.
Okay, so before we move forward, today we are lucky enough to have sponsors. So please listen, because Amy needs to be able to fund all of her secret dates that we found out about last episode that she's been going on, that she hasn't been telling us.
That's not true, but still listen. Thanks, sponsors. Thank you so much, Best Fiends, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Jack and I both play Best Fiends. It is my on the toilet game. It's a really good way to like.
Okay, overshare.
Hey, like you have to have that like one go-to game that, you know, when you're just sitting around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the game that I always come back to. And it's a really good way to like socially distant but still be competitive with your friends. And you know what's annoying is Jack is at a higher level than I am.
Yeah, baby. Well,
SMH.
don't beat yourself up too much. I'm just better than you. But it's like, you know, friendly competition. We like to, you know, send each other screenshots being like, oh, did you reach this level yet? And well, at least I like to do that because I'm always ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, Best Fiends is a great game. There's over 100 million downloads, so everybody is always playing, and you should be too, baby. Don't miss out. So yeah, Best Fiends updates monthly. As you guys know, we've talked about this a lot. There's always something new characters, events, new levels, and it never gets old. Just like me.
Ageless.
Yeah, and it does not require internet to play, so you don't need to worry about Wi-Fi or cell data. And yeah, it's really cute and fun, and like takes my mind off of bad vibes.
Yeah. Still keeps like your brain engaged, but in like a puzzle way.
Absolutely.
Which is better than just being Anxious all the time.
True.
Thanks, Best Fiends.
So yeah, Best Fiends has thousands of levels already with new levels, events, and characters added every month. It's hours of fun right at your fingertips, and you can even play offline. With over 100 million downloads and tons of 5-star reviews, Best Fiends is a must play. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends.
Honestly, like, even tweet us at Dating Straight what level you're at, and then we can all compete.
And then we can all laugh about how amazing I am in comparison.
Also, thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. I feel like BetterHelp, especially right now, I mean, I have been on Jack's ass about restarting his BetterHelp because, like, while we're all at home, while we're socially distancing, I'm obviously a hoe for therapy. Can I say that in a sponsored part? I did. And like, it's all online or on the phone. And I think that having therapy, especially now, is so damn important.
Yeah. I mean, it's clear that there's like something interfering with pretty much everyone's happiness right now. And, you know, it's hard to see life beyond that, sort of. But that's why, you know, professional help is really necessary right now. And you can start communicating within 48 hours, which is awesome. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. And it's great because there's a broad range of expertise. So if you know you're LGBTQ, like probably you are, you can find a professional who also is LGBTQ or, you know, has a lot of experience with that area as well. So that's really helpful. And you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. So it's super on your own time. And, you know, whenever you need help, you can get it. So, yeah.
If you're looking for a sign to start therapy, this is literally it.
It is. And
we have a discount code.
Yeah. And it's also even already more affordable than offline counseling. And financial aid is available. So, BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read the testimonials that are posted daily at betterhelp.com/reviews. And make sure to visit betterhelp.com/dating. That's better, HELP, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. And in fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. So you will absolutely get the care that you need. Special offer for Dating Straight listeners. Get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/dating.
Hell yeah. Now's the time. Seriously. Therapy. I love therapy. Okay.
Thanks,
back to the episode.
So, Darcy, you are queen of K-pop, I would say, on the internet.
Thanks.
And yeah, I mean, I'm a K-popper too. I keep up. And I feel like one of the things that has been blowing up in the K-pop world, sort of, is how they have sort of been adopted into like the part of the political revolution.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen what's been going on with Trump. And how, like, did you hear about this?
Yeah, about how the K-pop stands like bought all the seats.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They like signed up for like they said like 1 million people signed up for Trump's rally, and then they had like an overflow area because they had like tens of thousands of people that they thought weren't even going to be able to get into the stadium that Trump would appear at. And then if you see the pictures, it's pretty amazing. Like, it did not fill up the stadium.
Like, no one there.
No one there.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the K-poppers, it seemed like they had a part in that. Amy, I know you pulled
very powerful.
You pulled like a quote from CNN or something.
Okay. Yes, I do have it. On a video with more than 250,000 views, Oh, one video. Sorry. Oh my god, I can't read. Oh my god, it keeps going. Okay. Called on fans of South Korean pop music, in particular, to join the trolling campaign. Fans of the music, which is known as K-pop, are false on social media. They posted over 6 billion tweets last year alone, which is a lot. And they have a history of taking action for social justice causes, which is everything.
Yeah.
Oh, earlier this month, K-pop fans rallied around the BLM movement, drowning out White Lives Matter and anti-black hashtags.
So, what do you think about this, Darcy? Because it seems to me like just a few months ago, like K-popers they were hated on a lot. Fan cams, they would get spammed with fan cams and everyone would be like, what the fuck is this? This is not relevant. And suddenly...
Wait, they're hated on? Why?
Because they're annoying. They are. And I can say that because I'm one of them. But, like, honestly, it is, like, the fan cams are really annoying. But the thing about annoying people is that they can use their annoying superpower for good. Okay?
Right.
Wait, I don't understand. Sorry, I don't really know that much about K-pop. But what's a fan cam? Just like videos of K-popers loving K-pop?
No, so a fan cam is like, it's sort of like a point of view video of usually one particular member. So it's like the camera is like following one particular member as they're performing on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then people will post these fan cams like under tweets that have like nothing to do with K-pop. It's just there. It's like for no reason. It's just spam, basically.
Yeah.
I see.
It seems like
now they're using their spam for good.
Yes.
Right. The K-popers, like, I don't know if you know, this is even like not on K-pop, but just stay on Twitter too. Like, people want views on their videos of their faves just to like be like, my fave is famous. But so that's what they do with fan cams. Like, I'm sure you've seen in threads before about like,
yeah.
randomly it'll
People,
just be like
promoting
some girls from Twice like hitting it on stage to like kids just talking about random shit. But now they've joined the revolution, and I feel like K-popers. That's not a word. I don't know why I keep saying that, but K-popers have gotten this new sort of like acceptance from the world for being a cause for change. Do you feel like that's true?
Yeah, I feel like that's true. I feel like K-pop, the thing about people who like K-pop is that they're usually very open-minded because being a fan of K-pop is seen as like kind of being weird.
Mm-hmm, so true.
Yeah, so in general, they're kind of...
Not true that you're weird, by the way.
It's okay. I like being weird. But like in general, people who like K-pop are like considered to be like weird people. So they tend to be more open-minded about things. So of course, like that doesn't surprise me at all that they would be like involved in any sort of social justice matters.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of young woke people on Twitter ready to get involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So 1 million people signed up for tickets and only 6,200 arrived, and he was expecting like over 60,000, which is like so embarrassing.
Yeah,
but we love to see it.
It's even amazing that has like made mainstream media. Like, my dad, who is out of touch, he's like very intellectual, but he's like obviously not like Yas, Jungkook. Like, I don't know, or like, I don't know, go BLACKPINK, like the new BLACKPINK comeback. Oh my god, like he's not like saying that to me. But he did the other day. He was like, "Oh my god, Jack, did you hear about the quote K-pop stans?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yes, Dad!" Like, that's amazing. So I'm happy to see that if any K-popers are listening, we love you, and even my dad loves you. So, Darcy, now we know a little bit more about like your interests, but we want to dive in a little bit more into you, um,
Okay.
and who you are. And so we wanted to
Okay.
talk a little bit about like private life versus public life, because obviously you're being watched by hundreds of thousands or sometimes millions of people in a video, in one single video.
Yeah.
Um, so how do you decide how much of your life you want to share versus how much you keep private?
Um, I feel like on YouTube, I keep it very private, but it's not really on purpose.
Hmm.
Because if you go to my Instagram, I'm just like an open book. Like every day I'm on my stories, and like so everyone who's following me on Instagram knows exactly what's going on in my life. And like sometimes it'll like cross over a little bit onto YouTube, like in the comment section, and people in the comment section will be like, I have no idea what these people are talking about. And I'm like, that's because you don't follow her on Instagram. Yeah. Because I feel like on my YouTube channel, I just like I keep it very like this is what I'm doing in the video, and it has nothing to do with my personal life. So like for example, my most viewed video is one of me following Kylie Jenner's makeup tutorial,
Hmm.
right? So I
Hmm.
don't
Yeah.
really have an opportunity to talk about my personal life as I'm doing that.
Right.
But if you follow me on other social medias on like Twitter and Instagram, then I'm just like I have verbal diarrhea. Like I can't stop talking about myself and what's going on. So like everyone knows the tea on there. So if you want the tea on me, then you should follow me on Instagram.
How did you decide to like make that distinction? Because I feel like that's a good idea. I mean, Jack and I obviously are way like we overshare too much, and I think it's way smarter to, keep some things like to yourself if you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you make that distinction, or like it just happened?
I feel like it just happened. It was just like a natural thing. It was just like the nature of my YouTube channel. Because like
Hmm.
I don't vlog or anything like that. Like I don't like vlogging. Um, but I guess like my Instagram story is kind of like my vlog,
Hmm.
I guess,
True.
right? Because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
my everyday kind of whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah, so
think.
my Instagram, it's smaller than my YouTube channel, so it just ended up being more personal. But I
Mm.
am honestly, I am finding now that my Instagram is getting bigger, I'm trying to like pull back a little bit. It's really difficult.
Oh,
It's really difficult for me because I am an oversharer, but I'm trying to pull back a little bit because like sometimes people are a little crazy and they get a little wild and like
Yeah.
like
sometimes I
how
tell people
so?
well okay, so there's actually
You-
I'm about to overshare again. Oh my god.
Good.
Yay!
Do it.
Yay. So there's actually a thing going on that okay, I this happened totally by accident, I swear to god, okay?
Okay.
But I
Okay.
accidentally started a ship with me and another YouTuber. Okay.
Oh,
Who is
okay.
it?
So
Who is it?
What? Who is it?
okay, guys, his channel is called Binny ASMR. You guys
Okay.
know what ASMR is,
I
right?
love
Yeah, I
ASMR. How
do.
do you
Yeah.
spell it?
BINNIE.
Okay, gotcha. I will be quietly on mute watching his videos while you explain them.
No, you need to actually listen to his videos because it's ASMR.
Okay.
Have you
But
met him before or no?
not in person because COVID.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we have spoken before. So basically what had happened was I I made a video, I made a Q&A where at the very beginning of the video I mentioned him. And when I say I mentioned him, I mean I didn't say his name.
Oh.
I did not mention his name at all. And I posted like a 2-second clip of one of his videos. And my fans went insane. And they
Well,
were, yeah,
what did you say about him? You said
I
like,
just said that I like his videos.
Right, but
oh.
I would like to pop in and say that the video I just clicked on is called Korean Boyfriend ASMR. So I
Was that the video
understand
that you used?
I understand why they
Is that the
might be
video?
thinking
That's
that.
that's his channel. His whole channel is like Korean Boyfriend ASMR.
Got it.
So he's like your fantasy boyfriend, right? So I like literally mentioned him for 2 seconds in a Q&A video. Did not say his name, just posted a short clip. And my fans went and found his channel
Oh my
and then
God.
flooded his comment section
Oh my
with
God.
with Darcy sent me here. I woke up the
Oh.
next morning and he was in my DMs.
Yes.
Oh my
And
God,
I
that's
was
the
like-
best way to flirt.
I was like, what is going on? Like, you guys exposed me.
But
Wait.
it totally worked.
Like,
That's,
I
like,
wasn't
perfect.
trying to do that. So now basically they like all of my fans and his fans too, because they tend to cross over because like we both like it's like Korean things.
Mhm.
So now they're shipping us and it's like hashtag Dinny. They made a hashtag.
I love that.
Dinny.
And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on?
I mean,
Yeah.
That's so iconic.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess if you say, like, I've been watching these Korean boyfriend videos, like, you know, they're going to run with it.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
Yeah, there's like,
That was my
my God.
mistake. Like I don't understand like how influential I am sometimes. Cause like I know, flex. 'Cause,
Yes.
like,
Come on.
I literally didn't even say his name and like they just blew it up.
Yeah.
But
that is like the only way to flirt.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like,
and
yeah.
then of course this is like snowballed into this because like now I like kind of know him and like we talk and stuff, right? So it like snowballed. Oh my God, guys! So it like snowballed into like this big ship, and like now everyone's rooting for us, and it's just like really funny.
Yeah, we are.
I'm rooting for you. Damn.
But so it feels to me like, you know, you sort of exposed this part of yourself. You overshared, and it seemed like it had a really fun outcome. So do you think you would continue to overshare, or do you think you're more likely to stray away from that again?
I mean, this one did have a fun outcome, but like,
How many online Korean boyfriends do you want? Like,
I mean, just one is fine, but but I feel like maybe I'm just gonna dial it down a little bit. Like I'll still share, but I don't want to overshare.
okay.
Yeah.
I honestly feel that like the more, because when we first started dating straight, like no one listened, obviously. So I was like blabbing about everything. But now that like more people listen to it, I'm like,
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, oh my
Let's-
God, like 1,000,000 people could hear me say this.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know?
It's
Daunting.
true.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I feel like, yeah, when we were starting, like, I used to talk about, like, literally every person like, went on a date with. And, like,
yeah.
because it was my truth. You know, I was
Yeah,
being
yeah.
truthful to myself. So it's a weird balance between, like, being truthful but not being, overly truthful. Like, some things you keep to yourself.
Yeah.
So, Darcy, I know we did, we have spoken a little bit, and you shared with us that you are open to talking about how you identify.
Yeah.
And would you be able to tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, sure. So, I identify as demisexual, which is
Yeah.
basically I only have sexual feelings towards someone if I feel like an emotional bond with them. So for example, like I can't have casual sex.
Right.
And it's not like something where I'm just it's like part of a moral system or like a belief system, because there's lots of people like that like just don't believe in casual sex, or
Right.
they want to wait until marriage, or they want to be in love with the person.
Right.
And being demisexual is like you're like that, but it's not a choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just how you are.
Yeah, it's just how I am. It's not a choice that I'm making. Like I don't have morals. I don't care. I would have casual sex if I could, but I can't. It's just the way I
Mm.
am. It's that kind of thing. Yeah.
So,
When did you like first figure this out about yourself?
So it actually took a while because I had no idea that this existed. It
mhm.
wasn't until Tumblr, thanks Tumblr, you know, Tumblr in like 2012, 2013, when like everyone was starting to be more woke
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the term demisexual came out. That's when I read it and I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And like I
Yeah.
had no idea. And like in fact, today I talked about being demisexual on my Twitter, and
Mm-hmm.
someone actually replied that um, they they think that they are demisexual, and like my tweet actually made them discover this, and
Mhm.
they didn't
Oh, that's
understand, yeah, they
awesome.
didn't understand what they were feeling before, and because I explained it in my tweet, now they understand themselves more, which is so cool.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
so I guess my question is, when you say like there's a distinction between um like I don't want to have casual sex and like I can't. Um,
Mhm.
what does that mean? Because I also don't feel like I mean, I definitely have had a lot of casual sex, but I don't know if like I have sort of, I think, different from what you're saying.
Mhm.
Morally, I've decided like I actually not morally, because like you said, I don't really give a fuck, but like
Yeah.
I just don't really enjoy casual sex anymore. So what do you think that
Yeah.
like distinction is?
um for me personally, because I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, the distinction is just like it makes me really uncomfortable to
Okay.
like think about like a stranger like touching me and like interacting with me in that way. It just makes me feel
Mm-hmm.
really
Yeah.
uncomfortable. There's no way that I could like get aroused in that kind of situation.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so like it's just something like I can't,
That is
like I
different.
almost
Yeah.
physically can't do it.
Yeah, I think that's a
I
good way
I
to
think
put it.
it's
I think that's
Jack, I
like,
think like you just go through phases, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
Whereas like I'm sure if you're demisexual then it's like you're demisexual forever, you know?
Yeah, I've always been
So,
like this. It's like this weird gray area to be in where you're like, you know that you are sexually attracted to some people,
mm,
and
mhm.
if you've ever had sex with someone that you have an emotional bond with, you know that you do enjoy sex, but you don't
right,
seem to enjoy it like everyone else does, and you don't understand how people are just like sexually attracted to anyone. You almost
yeah,
never have crushes on anybody, like you don't get it. Like I was so confused. I'm like the
yeah,
when I like for me, my first relationship, I wasn't like super emotionally connected to him.
Mhm.
So like when we would have sex, I would hate it. I would
okay,
hate it so much, and I didn't understand why, and I literally thought something was wrong with me. I would Google about it. I thought that something was like physically wrong with me. And then my
mm,
second relationship was like a really strong emotional bond, and I was like, "Okay, I get it now. I understand now." Yeah,
that's
and I was
amazing.
yeah. And I was like a teenager in my first relationship, and I was just like so confused. I'm like, why am I like this? So I bet there's a
Mm.
lot of people out there that are thinking that way too.
So you say, because I bring this up a lot about how um, I feel like I have to have a really strong emotional connection with someone like on the first date. Like I have to have that crush.
Hmm.
Um, but you say like, you're the type of person who never really has crushes. So how do you feel like you can build that emotional connection with someone? Um,
Um, so a lot of people, like a lot of demisexual people, they're like friends first with that person.
mm.
So, and it's kind of like unexpected. That's usually what happens to me, is that like I don't expect to have the crush on this person, but like it
But
just happens.
hey,
Yeah. Yeah, like it just happens sometimes. Or like I feel like I'm a very intuitive person, so I don't know if this is just me personally or this is me being demisexual, but like honestly, sometimes I just know. Like I
hmm,
Mm.
I will just look at someone and I know, and I don't know
yeah,
how
When the
I
vibes
know.
are
Yeah,
right.
I don't know how I know, but I just do. And
right.
there's no explanation
No,
for it.
I totally get that. I feel like that's what I'm always looking for too. And it's like
Yeah.
hard to feel that sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
hey,
Thanks for
Demi.
sharing.
Very cool.
Yeah. Hey, Demi. Okay, should we get into some advice questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miladies. Okay.
Who wants to go
Jackie.
first? Okay.
You first.
Okay. Hey, Amy, Jack, and guest. And by guest, I mean Darcy. I don't know about you guys, but I've been thinking quite a lot about what the future holds, and it's making my anxiety go through the roof.
Oh, no.
I just can't stop thinking about if things are ever going to go back to normal. My brother is a Marine and entered boot camp when COVID-19 and the social distancing started. His 10-day leave has been canceled until further notice, and my family couldn't even go see him to graduate. I wonder when, or if ever, I wonder when,
Oh my
oh
God.
God, I'm pulling an Amy. I honestly
Rude.
wonder when or if he will ever get to leave so I can hug him again. I'm the type of person that likes to have things planned out, but that's not possible right now. How are you guys keeping your thoughts from spinning out of control, or how are you staying grounded?
Okay.
I'm going to therapy every single week.
Ooh. Nice.
And remembering that, like, you know, for every other outbreak of something like this, that it's always been, you know, pandemic for a while, and then it kind of goes back to normal. So that's, like, comforting.
Yeah. Like everything always balances out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me, I feel like it's a little bit worse for me because I live alone.
Yeah.
And like literally alone, like I don't have any pets, like nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like me and my own thoughts.
No.
Yeah, I know, it's scary. So what I do is I meditate. And I know like meditation is like kind of scary for some people, or like they don't know how to do it. So I would do guided meditations. They're a lot easier. So you can have like someone walk you through it. But basically, like whenever I feel anxious, I just put on a meditation. Sometimes I do it twice a day if I have to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Also,
crazy.
I know, right? I'm so spiritual. I love it. But also that, and I take showers. I know that sounds weird, but and like everyone takes a shower, but like I take really long hot showers, blasting the music.
Yeah.
So, and that's also like really meditative because you're just like in there alone and there's like no distractions. So that's kind of like a meditation in itself. It's just like enjoy your shower. Just be in the shower, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Self-care vibes.
Yeah.
I think you could also do that, like you said, with your walk too, to anything. Like, as long as you're just like really enjoying it and like feeling how much you enjoy it, like that is super meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah, like change where you are. Like if you're sitting in your bed feeling anxious, like get up and do something.
Do anything.
Right?
Dance.
Anything.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Journal, guys. I'm telling you.
Journal.
I'm telling you. Get your thoughts on the page so you stop thinking them over and over again. Like, I don't know. That's what I do. I think in circles. If you just write it out, then you're like, okay, now I know. And then.
Oh my God. BetterHelp. Definitely BetterHelp.
Oh, yeah.
I've been literally nagging Jack about starting BetterHelp again.
Yeah. I stopped
So,
therapy because I was like, I'm better. I'm not.
No. Okay. Hey, Amy, Jack, and Darcy. First off, love y'all. Thank you. Love y'all. Okay. I'm trying to message people during lockdown, but I keep losing interest after a week or so because I can't vibe online. And if people start to get too interested, I just lose interest anyway. But I think I accidentally let a girl on a bit too far. She messages me good morning and good night every night.
Oh my God.
That's my worst nightmare. and keeps talking about when we meet, but I don't even know if I want to meet her. Kind of just want to be a hoe after lockdown, but I don't want to have that conversation with her. I added her on so many socials. Should I just block her? No. Or do I have to have that chat?
Yes.
We've never met. I can just block her, right?
Oh my God.
That's what they said. P.S. Thanks for the great vibes, essentially. Don't block her. That's just mean.
Wow,
Why would
that's
you
so
do that?
rude. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like 0 to 100.
If someone blocks me, it like activates my fight or flight. Like I,
Yeah.
like I start sweating. Like I can't. So please don't do that to somebody.
Yeah, don't do that.
No,
Like, if anything, ghosting is better than blocking. You know what I mean?
no.
I mean, don't ghost.
No,
But
guys.
I also feel like
guys.
having such a serious conversation after like not even meeting and like not even talking that much, I feel like is just.
Well, like,
I
I guess
get why she
never
doesn't want to have a
meeting.
conversation about it.
Yeah, well, like, don't. It doesn't have to be a serious conversation. You could just
Yeah.
be like, I don't know, like, I'm not feeling this right now. Like, I don't know.
That's crazy too.
Yeah, I was
feel-
thinking. I thought they had met. So I was gonna say just be
Uh-uh.
like, "Hey, sorry, I'm not really interested anymore." If you had met, but I feel like
Oh,
not even go. Well, I do that all the time, nicely. If someone,
Yeah,
if on a
just, like,
date
not
and
nice
interested
about it.
anymore.
yeah, and you're like, I'm so like I had a great time, but I just didn't feel that spark. Like
Yeah.
Oh, say that. Say that. I dare
I
ya.
say that like literally weekly. It's amazing.
Just
Oh my
didn't feel that
God.
spark, you know?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you
the
gonna do
best
about
time.
it? You can't.
That's
me,
so true.
me to them. What are you gonna
That
do
is
about
so
it?
true.
So okay, Darcy, you want to read the next
Yeah.
one?
Sure. All right. So basically, there's this girl that is a friend of a friend, and when we first met, we were kind of into each other. So I talked about her with our mutual friends, and she talked about me with them, and we met for a second time in a big get together. It was kind of awkward at first because now there was pressure, but then we were hitting it off. The day after that, she messaged one of my other friends that she first met at the get together asking her on a date.
Oh,
Oh.
shame.
Damn.
She was very direct and she wasn't like that with me at all. My friend isn't into girls, so that's not a problem, but should I still ask that girl out?
Yeah, if it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
I feel like Asuka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I think
see
it-
I don't see why not.
I think if you're like, wow, this sounds really brutal. If you're like prepared for rejection, but like that's with everyone, anyone you ask on a date, you know,
Exactly.
like you gotta be
Yeah,
prepared.
and rejection isn't even like that bad. It's just it's flattering for the other person, if anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it sounds like it doesn't bother you. So I think 100%. Why not?
Maybe.
But safely, social distance.
Oh yeah,
et
yeah,
cetera.
right. Ask her on a Skype, Zoom.
On a Zoom date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jack.
Okay. Hey, Jack and Amy and Darcy. So, my girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 months. We are so in love, and she's the type of girl I could see myself with long term. But she wants to move to the Netherlands next year for school.
No.
It's been her dream to move there for years, and she's very determined to move abroad and never come back.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
America,
Yeah, wow.
America sucks, and I don't blame her. She also says it's not for sure. Emphasis on the for sure, the double. And there's a chance she might stay, but I don't know if she's just saying that. Anyway, of course I support her 100% to follow her dreams, but like, should we break up? If anything, or if she's moving, it feels like our relationship is a ticking time bomb, and also I don't want to date new people during Rona. Thoughts?
I feel like
Yikes.
don't break up until she moves. But then when she moves, break up. Because how are you going to do long distance in different countries?
Yeah. Especially during Rona. Long distance. But I
Yeah.
guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I feel like now's it. Yeah,
But like they've only been dating for 4 months.
I know.
Oh, I forgot about
Right? So, I mean, if they had been dating longer, I would say don't break up. But for just 4 months, I mean, obviously wait until like if she's actually gonna go. Because
Yeah.
I was in a relationship where a guy said that he was going to go off to the military, and he never did. He still hasn't gone off to the military.
Oh
It's
god.
been like 8 years. He still
Oh my-
has not gone to the military. So just wait it out, okay?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, she
gonna
can't
say,
move
yeah, you can't
countries right now.
move countries right now, I
Yeah.
don't think. So,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
borders are still closed, so like just wait it out.
No one's taking Americans. That's for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
so wait it out. Don't stress
Yeah,
yourself
wait it
out
out.
with future problems. That future you will
Yeah.
handle that when like it happens.
True. That's
I
future
was-
your fault.
Right. I was talking about that in my journal. I was like, I feel like I have to have it all figured out always. But like future me can figure out future me's problems. Like I don't have
Yeah.
to bear that weight.
100%. Live in the moment.
Exactly.
So, stay together if you're so in love. Okay. I'm writing, for the second time because the first time you didn't read my email about my relationship with my boyfriend and this dilemma I've been going through. I've been dating B, let's call him that, for over a year, and we often talk about moving in with each other. I absolutely love the idea because he's the person I see myself getting married to. However, I haven't been able to tell him that my long life dream since I shared an apartment when I was in uni is to rent out a place and live by myself. I obviously want to live with him, but I don't want to pass up on my dream of experiencing living alone, even if it's just for a little bit. Because I think it's important to have that growth and independence, right, Amy? Right. We are only 23 years old, and with this economy and the corona crisis, I wouldn't have to worry about this anytime soon. And also with my job as a journalist at the moment, I wouldn't be able to live alone sustainably. But when we get to the point that we are financially stable, what do you think I should do?
I think live alone and still be in a relationship. You can live alone and still like sleep at his house like 3 or 4 nights a week. You know, you can like still just have that place for yourself though. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that just concerned because that'll like take a while to get the money to like live alone.
Oh.
Well, but it take your time. You're 23. Like, don't move in with a partner when you're 23.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good advice. That's just what I would say.
Yeah, like they're still really young. Like they have time.
Yeah.
You have time to live by yourself and still live with him as well. So.
And they've only been dating for over a year. So just, take it a little slower. You're good.
Yeah.
Fam.
Or not. I don't know.
Jack, you don't even mean that. You're
Jack's
just trying to like
start shit.
No, I mean, I feel like I would want to move in with my partner if I'd been with them for a year because I've never done it. So like, it just sounds romantic.
Well, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But her dream is to live alone. So
I know, you're right. Why not? Why not? Take a crazy chance.
No.
Do a crazy dance,
yeah.
Valid.
That's gonna be my theme for the day. Thanks, Jack.
Who sang it? Who sang it? So,
It was
Hillary.
me. Hillary Duff.
It's an Amy
Hillary.
original. She wrote it. She composed it, and
I mean, my talent.
Okay, Darcy, finish us off.
Okay, last one. Hi, Amy and Jack. It's a very long story, but I had very strong feelings for one of my high school best friends. And then the summer after we graduated, summer 2018, so 2 years ago, lots of shit went down, and now we don't talk. But despite that, I still can't stop thinking about her, and being stuck at home for quarantine has made it so much worse. Any advice to stop thinking about her?
I have some good advice.
Good.
Make sure that she's muted on everything and you don't look, and that's my advice.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
true.
like what is the reason why that you're still thinking about her? Like are you still seeing her posts all the time?
Yeah. Analyze that.
Yeah.
Think
like,
about that.
the
And
why.
if you're already doing that, then I don't know.
Then-
I would say,
therapy.
Yeah, like
Gotta help.
what are your triggers? Like why? Like there has to be a reason why you're thinking about something. So like,
That's true.
what are your triggers, and how can you diminish them or get rid of them completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
you should stop.
Just stop.
Just stop. Is
Okay.
like,
Think about something else.
duh. It's obvious.
This is where,
Okay.
okay, seriously though, this is where meditation comes in again.
Ooh.
Meditation is how you stop thinking about the things that you don't want to think about. So like at
True.
first it's really difficult, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. It's like exercising. That's what I think in my head. It's like when you first start working out, it's so hard and you're like, I can't do this. And you're out of breath in 2 minutes and you
Yeah.
feel pathetic and you're like,
Yep.
why can't I do this? It's the same
Okay,
thing.
you're kind of digging in too hard right now.
That was directed at you, Jack.
Darcy, thank you so much for coming on Dating Straight.
Oh,
You've
thanks
been
for
a pleasure.
having me.
Where can they find you? They should follow you on, obviously now we know, Twitter and Instagram.
Yes. So
That's where you get the tea.
yeah, that's where all the tea is. So you guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all at Miss Darcei. That's MISSDARCEI.
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening. I'm Amy Oddman. That's Jack Dodge. And this is Dating Straight. See you next Tuesday.
We could be broken-hearted lovers. You can help me.